item is a criminal offense in certain cities across our country, sagging pants. And no, I don't want to see anybody's underwear either, but is it a criminal offense? Do we want to arrest teenagers and send them to jail for that? No, we don't. And we've never done that with any other clothing item. What did you care most about when you were a teenager? Most people will say, I cared about the friends that I hung out with, the clothes that I wore, the music that I listened to, the parties that I got invited to, right? All of those things were important and really significantly important to one's self-esteem. You ask a teenager today, those are the things that they still care about, right? And so part of what I write about is the ways in which we in our country have criminalized those key features of adolescence. So just pick any one of those areas. I'll start with music and then we'll move to clothes. But just think about music and all of the critical genres. Country, rock, heavy metal, pop, all have the same sort of misogynistic themes. They glorify drugs and sex and, all the things that often make a song really popular, right? Those are there. Hip hop, rap music has some of the same themes, but yet that music is considered the most dangerous, particularly rap music, considered the most dangerous music alive. When you look at country music, dirty country in particular, and all these other genres, all of the music has the same genres, but we only demonize, and that's really a prime example. Think about clothing. Think about the tie-dye t-shirt and the bell-bottoms of the hippie era that was so closely associated with hallucinogens and, weed. We never criminalized that. Think about the all-black attire often associated with mass shootings, kids in all-black attire and straight black hair. We never criminalized all-black clothing. Think about the Doc Martens, steel-toed Doc Martens with red shoelaces, which some white supremacist groups have claimed as one of their signature fashion statements. We've never criminalized that. But what have we criminalized? What clothing item is a criminal offense in certain cities across our country? Sagging pants. And no, I don't want to see anybody's underwear either, but is it a criminal offense? Do we want to arrest teenagers and send them to jail for that? No, we don't. And we've never done that with any other clothing item. And then think about the hoodie, a hoodie of any color. How many of us have a hoodie? Think about white males going off to football practice in a hoodie. Think about white girls going off to yoga class in a hoodie, right? We would never see them as criminal. You see a Trayvon Martin in a hoodie, and that's the epitome, the iconic symbol of danger. It's the symbol of Black danger. That's what we're talking about. Think about hairstyles. The number of stories, the young boy from New Jersey who was forced to cut his locks, right? Beautiful locks, to be in a wrestling match. And the argument was that hair of a certain length interfered. His hair was pulled up as appropriate. And what was so significant, people don't know this little fact, but there was another white kid that he's also in the wrestling tournament who's had hair longer than the stated length. So you see so many examples of that. Black girls in particular are demonized around their clothes. Clothing, dress codes at schools across the country have a disproportionate impact on Black girls. Everything from describing Black girls' clothing as overly sexually promiscuous when a white girl wears the exact same thing, demonizing Black girls' hair. There's twin girls in Massachusetts, Black girls, who had been adopted by a white family and were learning about their own heritage as they got older. And as a part of their learning, decided to get braids added, to their hair, and got, suspended, excluded from all of their extracurricular activities. And the parents came out and look, the white girls also have extensions. They would put little colored, extensions in their little hair, and so that's what we talk about. That's part of what I talk about in the book, right? The book is pretty, far-reaching. It's a significant part. We're criminalizing Black adolescent culture. We criminalize Black adolescent play, right? We criminalize Black adolescent sexuality. All of these things are really important to healthy adolescent development. And we interfere with that with Black kids. We more than interfere with it. We criminalize it. We demonize it. One of the questions that is on everyone's mind is school safety. And particularly in light of the school shootings, which are just so devastating and tragic, and so many of us who didn't know those children personally have shed tears on their behalf. We all want public safety. We all want school safety. We all want our children to be able to go to school and flourish and thrive. And so the question on everybody's mind is, how do we get there? And so many people default to our traditional law enforcement strategies, which we have seen time and time again, and the empirical research has borne out, does not work to keep kids safe. We cannot prevent mass shootings through traditional law enforcement responses.